uh, nothing to laugh about, I guess. I don't know. You just got to laugh some days. You just got to. Uh, we had a minor tragedy here on the little, not so little. Let me start that again. We had a minor tragedy here at the not so little house on the prairie. uh, excuse me, sinuses are trying to drain. Uh, I was talking to you earlier while I was watering the dogs, and uh, I didn't have a belt on, so my pants were falling down. This isn't the tragedy, but just bear with me. And I was dragging a water hose and talking on here, so I had to shut you all down. I had to stop videoing. Well, I got the dogs watered and got away from the puppies a little bit. I come over here to water the pigs, and one of our white gilts just laying out there dead on the doornail. Don't know what happened. Don't have a clue. That's why it looks so much later than it did last night. Let me see if I can get some of that sunset in the shot there. Can't. There it is. There's the sun back there behind that tree. But anyway, I don't know what happened. I don't have a clue. But I told you all at the start that I would share the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever. I didn't show us getting it out, any of that. I just didn't think anybody's really interested in that. Like I said, I don't know. Everybody else seems all right. Ethan said last night she was eating. He said there was one that didn't jump up and get up and start squealing and trying to climb the fence and stuff. But he kind of messed with her a little bit and she got up and ate. But maybe that, something was wrong then. I don't know. And I'll never know. We don't have the money to take her to the vet and get an autopsy done or anything, or whatever they call that, and it involves animals. So, I don't know. I know something you got to watch about with pigs is them getting too hot. Well, it didn't seem that hot to me today. It's up in the 70s, but it wasn't bad. So I don't know. I'm not going to dwell on it. I've raised enough livestock to know that occasionally they die. I mean, I was watching another YouTuber. I'll throw his name. The channel is Homesteady. A lot of good information over there. But like he said, them old farmers said, if you got livestock, you got dead stock. It happens once in a while. So, that's all there is about that. We're here at Deuce and Ruby. Probably hear them. There they are. Get them in the shot. Get a better picture of them. All right. Mr. Deuce and Ruby. Yeah. Wow, there's rocks in there. Shoot, boy. I never seen rocks up around here much. It's interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, okay. Deuce and Ruby again. They're growing. Alright, so we'll walk over here and look at the puppies a little bit. And then I'll talk to you about something I bought today. I showed you a hint of it a while ago. That is going to make things easier on us. Of course, come winter time, it's going to be a little different story when things start freezing, But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Go out here and get you some puppy footage. I'm going to switch you around, let you see this sunset. It's pretty cool. Can you see that sun back there? You can just barely see it. Back over the horizon. Pretty cool looking. Well, here come the puppies. Yeah. I think this little guy here is going to his new home tomorrow. There's a couple of them. The other two are probably over here still. Yep, here comes one. Here they come. Here they come. Yeah. They're getting big and they're ready for their permanent homes. Anybody needs a puppy, especially if you live out in the country. They'd be good farm dogs, I believe. They're chubby as all get out. They're healthy. Yeah. This one here, it's showing on my pants. One there wants to be in the video. Yeah. You know, living in, I hesitate to call what I do farming. Okay, so my phone cut out. I was saying, I don't know what's wrong with the dumb thing, but anyway, I was saying that, you know, that pig could have had 2 litters a year at 10 pigs a litter, and at $50 a pig at weaning age, that's $500 a litter. So that's $1,000 a month, or not a month, I'm sorry, $1,000 a year that we've potentially lost there. Now, did it come out of our pocket right now? No. It's future earnings, and you know, it didn't hurt as bad, you know, as if it would have if we'd have lost her and a whole litter of pigs. But still, it's a loss, and you know, it's a sad deal, especially when you don't know. So anyway, on to something a little more interesting. Okay, puppies have followed me out here. I don't like it. You see this? Let me see if I can set it up right, one-handed here, not step on puppies. Ugh. Ah, yeah, it makes a lot of noise. So, let's see. It's a 300-gallon tote. It says on the tags it had fish oil in it, so it should be pig safe. But anyway, man, that's a tough puppy. I was just standing on its foot, and it never made a sound. But anyway, we're going to add a pig nipple to this. Hopefully sometime this weekend. At first, I was going to wait until next week because I spent too much money today with buying this, and I had to buy some oil for the truck. I had to buy some. Planning on flushing the radiator on the tractor this weekend, so I had to buy the stuff for that. So, you know, but I got a little bit stashed for other purposes, and I think after what's happened, I don't know that it was water related, you know, but anyway, after what's happened, I think we're going to go ahead and set this up. It'll be a game changer. Instead of having to go out there, you know, Rhonda's on her breaks. Luckily, she's working at home right now, and she'll go out there and water the pigs, you know, sometimes twice a day. And speaking of Rhonda and the pigs, she had an adventure this week. I think it was Monday. I think Monday or Tuesday. I'm at work, and I'm not working at my usual machine. They got me on a different one. We did have this week. Excuse me. So, anyway, my phone starts buzzing. Well, I sneak a peek at it, and I can see this Rhonda called, so I got out in the hallway, and by then she had texted me that we had pigs out. And so I called her real quick. Well, she was in the process of then getting the feed ready to go try to coax them back in. But they were all out. And so she had a little adventure with that. So, yeah, pigs have been the main topic of conversation around here this week. You know, as I've said before, these are part of a bigger plan to get me out of the factories and working mostly here at home. It's a fairly long-term plan. I don't know. Maybe we ought to get set down and put a timetable to it, which we haven't done yet. But, you know, you're supposed to do that when you make plans. I don't know. Set a time frame for when they're going to be done. But anyway, we haven't done that. We're moving forward. We're making a little progress all the time. Unfortunately, we had a setback this week. So that's all it is. It's just a small setback. We'll recover. We'll get over it. We'll move on. You know, I had one. I think I mentioned before that I wasn't too sure about. I was thinking about culling a month or so ago, and maybe that was it. It just acted a little strange, but then I couldn't pick it out again after that. It was kind of like dropping down in its front shoulders, like it didn't have any strength. And I read that and I think I've mentioned that in another video, I don't remember, but with these pigs, these commercial meat bred hogs, it's an issue with them. And I'm hoping to maybe breed some of that out of them. I hope. That's why we got Deuce. And, you know, so we'll see. I don't know what's going on. Don't know what happened. And, you know, I keep talking about it after I say I'm not going to. But anyway, things happen, you know, as I've said before, you know, and it's not an original thought of mine, but it sure rings true. Want to hear God laugh? Tell him your plans, you know. And you know what? That's speaking of God. I just figure it's part of the plan here, you know. And we move on. So anyway, we're going to probably get some video of setting this tank up, this tote they call it, and getting a pig nipple put in there. And but we got a surprise for you tomorrow, which depends on when you're. This is Friday evening here, so hopefully I get it out tomorrow night. I really do. Going to be a busy day tomorrow for us, and I'm going to leave that for tomorrow's video. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and if you have, thank you very much. Quick little story, you know, I don't know. I know that, you know, I was aware that this YouTube thing may not go anywhere. You know, it may just be a few of my family and friends that ever watch it. And that's okay. I mean, you know, I gotta go in and have a discussion with a boy. But anyway, so anyway, gotta get my thoughts together here. Like easily distracted if you hadn't noticed. But anyway, where was I going? Oh, I remember now. I got it. YouTube and my little channel, and it is a little channel. I got a new subscriber this week. I was so excited because I hadn't got any new ones in a while. Like I said, I was starting to bum a little bit, and I actually having thoughts of maybe quitting. But got that one subscriber, picked up a few more views, you know. And I know part of the problem right now is I'm just not putting enough stuff out, and I don't think I have enough. And that's part of the reason I've slowed down and only doing videos on the weekends. I just feel like that some of you are getting bored, and so I don't want y'all to be bored with my channel. want you to come on, see things you like and that you're interested in, and maybe learn something, maybe have a laugh, maybe just say, dang, that old boy, he ain't right. He ain't right in the head. But anyway, whatever. If you keep coming back, that's what I'm looking for. So that's where I was at this week, and I got that subscriber. Well, I was all excited. 1 subscriber. So it means a lot to me when somebody subscribes. Of course, they unsubscribed 3 days later, so I don't know what's up with that. Kind of irritates me after I went and subscribed to their channel. But anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this up, go in the house, edit, maybe talk to Rhonda. I don't know if she was giving me the eye here a minute ago. So let's all look out for each other. Let's help each other when we can. And let's all pray for each other, because we all need prayers right now. Later.